Hello everyone.
Good evening.
Warm welcome to all viewers and Rupali Samant too.
Thank you, Ulka. So, good evening, viewers. Good evening, all. Thank you for joining in. And this is Rupali Samant and Ulka Kadlay. She's my older sister. She will be conducting this interview. And let me tell you, before she introduces me, I want to introduce her. She's a wonderful author.
Let me introduce Rupali Samant to you. Rupali Samant is a professional certified fitness and mindful meditation coach, also a personal counselor. She currently trains clients in fitness and meditation. Yes, she has turned her passion into a profession. She is a Pinkathon ambassador and a Garmin influencer. She is a YouTuber and a blogger. Fitness with Rupali is her YouTube channel, and radiant29.wordpress.com is her blog where she has written almost 200 blogs. Her work shows her zest for fitness and health, and her missionary zeal to spread awareness about the same is really very commendable. So Rupa, I'm very much curious to know कि इसकी शुरुआत कब और कैसे हुई.
Lovely introduction. ये जो जर्नी थी वो लगभग 15 साल पहले चालू हुई. खूबसूरत जर्नी. पहले तो कुछ पता नहीं था कि फिटनेस क्या है. ऑफ कोर्स स्कूल और कॉलेज में जो हम सभी लोग एक्टिविटीज में इंटर स्कूल में भाग लेते हैं, एथलेटिक्स में, स्पोर्ट्स में, तो वो सब चल रहा था. उसकी ट्रेनिंग भी जोर से चल रही थी स्कूल में. कॉलेज में जैसे आ गया तब भी थोड़े हद तक चालू था. लेकिन जो रियल जर्नी थी फिटनेस की, वो मेरी, जैसे मैंने कहा, 15 साल पहले चालू हो गई है, जहाँ पे मैंने एक्चुअली भागने के अलावा, रनिंग, आई एम अ रनर, तो instead of only running and doing warm-ups and cool-downs, I learned what fitness is all about. That there is so much of muscle movements, muscle strengthening, building of muscles. You do resistance training. There is so much apart from only running, saying I did this number of kilometers and warming up and cooling down. So it's been a wonderful journey of 15 years. A lot of ups and downs. There were good moments to enjoy, and also there were little sad moments which helped me overcome all the difficulties that one goes through in this journey of it.
So what was the calling actually for this? Any special है कि नहीं मुझे फिटनेस ही करना है, ऐसे कुछ खास ऐसे ट्रिगर जैसे कुछ था, या इट वाज
जैसे सब कहते हैं आई वांट टू लूज वेट. It's so happiness. Luckily, I'm blessed with good metabolic system. Thanks to my father, it's coming down. Changed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So it automatically has helped me to stay fit all. Before I have two children, I've got, and my first pregnancy delivery just went by so quickly, and I got back into shape. Into real fitness of using equipment and nutrition plan. To this thought that came in my mind one day, that I slim, or I have been slim.
But तुझा audio clear नहीं है. Yeah, my daughter is also saying your audio is not clear.
Oh, okay.
Just check.
I hope this is fine.
Yeah, this is fine now. So you were telling that this is inherited from your father.
I guess वो सब रोज घर पे वो योगा
देख कर
के probably उस वक्त एज भी ऐसा था कि क्या योगा करना है, क्या इम्पोर्टेंस है, हेड डाउन लेग्स अप से क्या होगा. तो उस वक्त एक आइडिया भी नहीं थी और इंटरेस्ट भी नहीं था उस वक्त भाग दौड़ करने का, ट्रेनिंग करने, राइट, गो एंड जॉइन अ डांस कैंप, बूट कैंप, वो सब दिन थे. लेकिन जो मैं कह सकती हूँ, जो अपने घर में बचपन से आप देखते हो, बचपन से आप जो महसूस करते हो, कहीं ना कहीं आपकी लाइफ में जब ऐसे स्टेज पे आते हो कि अभी आपको लाइफ क्या करना है. Like especially for a woman when she has children, that's when you go to the past and you recollect the days of your growing up time, childhood days, and you realize it's there is something about the past that brings you to what you can do today.
Yeah.
So this is what happens.
अभी मम्मी पापा ने ये भी देखना चाहिए कि खुद फिट रहेंगे तो आगे जाके उनके बच्चे फिट रहेंगे. करेक्ट? So that's the message from you. You have been doing this since last 15 years almost. So usually we see people that they start with great enthusiasm but can't sustain it for long. So what's your motivation, inspiration for this sustainability? For last 15 years you are doing this.
That's a very good question. And what I would say to this is, जैसे कि कोई चीज अगर आपको बोलो, कहा जाए कि आपको करना है, ये जरूरी है आपको करना है, इससे ये होगा, आपको एक्सरसाइज करना है, आपको वेट लॉस होगा. अगर आपको ये बताया जाएगा कि ये जरूरी है, नेसेसरी है, तो आपका एटीट्यूड उसके वक्त कैसे होगा? आप रेजोल्यूशन में अटक जाओगे, उसको रेजोल्यूशन बनाओगे. लेकिन जब आप ये सोचोगे दैट आई वांट टू एक्सरसाइज, आई वांट टू एक्सरसाइज, सो आई हैव अ डिजायर टू एक्सरसाइज. तो अगर मैं इस थॉट प्रोसेस से सोच लूं कि मुझे एक्सरसाइज कुछ पाने के लिए नहीं करना है, क्योंकि आप जब कहते हो, रेजोल्यूशन बनाते हो, मुझे एक्सरसाइज करना है, माय रेजोल्यूशन इज टू एक्सरसाइज ईच डे टू लूज वेट. What happens is, of course there is a goal, but when you have attached a goal to it, you achieve the goal, it is attainable, you achieve it and then it's over. So it is not in life. So you need to first focus on your goal to be a journey with you all through your life. So enjoy what you're doing, make it fun. It shouldn't be that, oh, I have to. You don't need to wake up at 4 and 5 in the morning and exercise. If आप कर सकते हो, perfect. That's the perfect thing. अगर नहीं हो सकता है, तो simply जब आप free होते हो, आपके पास time है, उसको fun बनाइए, interesting बनाइए. Make something where your mind gets engaged to the workout you have. And remember one thing, in reality, motivation is always a desire. You desire to get stronger. Like you said, you had a resolution. Your desire was to lose weight. So everyone has something attached to it. So if you look at it, I want to lose weight. Instead of saying I need to lose weight. So that is somewhere I have used a little technique of that. And also, as I said, it is a passion. I realize that's my passion.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
If someone likes to cook, not necessarily I would say that I would like to cook. You know, then I would use words like I need to, I have to, right? It's my duty. So if in that span, if I use the words and make it interesting, find easy way to make a pasta dish. I don't need dal chawal roti. I can even enjoy cooking a pasta, a baked dish. So that brings joy. So you should work around what you want to do. Very boring if you do you keep doing the whole time, keep doing one sort of exercise the whole time. Make it a fun workout, have variations in it, and challenge yourself. The moment you challenge yourself, it's interesting. So that is
correct. इतने सालों में कभी भी ब्रेक लिया ही नहीं है, कंटिन्यूअसली यू आर डूइंग दिस, और कभी किसी कारण ब्रेक लिया है? तो अगर लिया है तो फिर जॉइन आफ्टर द ब्रेक व्हाट वाज योर मींस हाउ डिड यू ओवरकम दैट ब्रेक? उसके बाद कैसे हुआ?
Okay, that's nice. Another one question and important role in my life, in my journey of fitness. It so happened is I in 2015, October 17, 2015, I had a wonderful journey, 7 to 8 years of fitness, and I moved from one level to other. It motivated me, got me very satisfied with what I'm doing, got me interested. And one fine day, it so happened is, unfortunately, which shouldn't happen in any athlete or any sports person's life, I got an injury. I got a meniscus tear because I was practicing for long jump. And in that practice, I somewhere twisted my knee. So a tear where the rubbery knee cartilage, which protects your shin bone. It cushions your shin bone from the thigh bone. So that got a minor tear. Now, one way I was lucky, it was a minor tear. It was on the outside of the knee, not on the inside. So there are two types of tears. One is a tear which is minor, like mine, it doesn't require surgery. So for that a short moment I felt happy, but I was grieving and sad, and I went into this thing, was why me? I've been so sincere and I've been so particular, then why did I have to go through this? And that's when I realized that why me? The reason I said it is because I couldn't even walk. I felt like a little baby. How babies start walking. They take the first leg and they are wobbly. That's exactly my state. And the day I got the meniscus tear, in 2 days, my son was going for his national tournament to Calcutta. And I was so looking forward because it's the nationals and it's the best tournament in India. And when you perform in nationals, you represent your country in international tournaments. So I was so prepared for that. And unfortunately, I had to be using a wheelchair all through the travel from Bombay to getting into an aircraft and airport and Calcutta, and all through. It was a very tough 10 days. But of course, you get a lot of benefits, I must tell you. The moment you're in a wheelchair, you get preference at the airport, you get preference, the best seats possible. But of course, you don't want that with a handicap stick.
True.
So that gave me 3 weeks to work around, because I couldn't do anything with a leg which is torn, a cartilage there. So it takes about 3 weeks for it to heal before I start doing something. So I started visiting doctors, and all of them, it went from bad to worse. That now I'm a handicapped, I have use a wheelchair. And then when I met up with the doctors, all the orthopedic surgeons, at least 5 of them told me that you won't go back to what you were. So if you were weight training, there is no ways you're going to be exercising again with weights. If you can walk, one told me if you can barely walk. The other said even walking will be difficult. So at that time, I was like, oh my God, from where to where? It's like a high and a low. At that point, I must mention, I went to Dr. Lal, and he's the only doctor, a surgeon who looked at me and said, it is nothing. This is nothing. Get up, get off, go walking home without any help. Nobody is helping you. You're going to start your physio right now. Any which ways, you can't start physio when the wound is healing. So it has to heal. And it was time that the wound was started healing. So that's when he got me ready. He said, go and just do physio. Then the wound heals, the tear heals, you will automatically want to do whatever you're doing. Of course, it doesn't mean that you go back to what I was. You cannot go back to such a short time. So I gave myself at least 8 to 9 months of physio, sincere physio done each day. And I actually learned to walk. I realized now I couldn't see myself walking as a baby, but this time I really understood how I must have walked. I was like a little child who was walking one foot and then making my now lift the other leg. The right goes first, then the left goes. So it was a long journey. And that taught me, again, it was, uh, I guess that period made me strong enough to say that I'm going to come back. The doubts of why me changed to, wow, I'm coming back. And the whole perception changed. The whole perception changed to just to know there was like the ray of hope when Dr. La told me that, you only need physio. You don't need anything else. And those were the golden words. And I got back with a lot of effort. I had to have a lot of patience. I had to stop myself, firstly, from comparing myself to what I was. Mind would go back to, oh, I used to do this and I used to lift heavy weights. I used to jump and run and, do a lot many things, which now I can't even walk. So it taught me that you need to value what you have. Right now, what you have is important. If you can, at any age, you could be 80, and if you can even walk for half an hour, you can walk for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, but feel you're blessed. And don't go back. It only don't live in the past. Girl, come back and live in the present. तो हमको अभी के अभी जीना है. उस वक्त मैंने ये किया था, उस वक्त मैं ये कर पाई, अभी क्या कर सकते हो इस पे ध्यान दो. तो ये मुझे सीखने को मिला. And it took me a year and a half to get back to where I was. So I'm happy that I've shared this with you. You asked me a wonderful question, because that was the journey which taught me that life can't be up. The graph can't go upwards always. There are going to be lows. And how you handle your lows at that point is the most important thing.
मुझे लगता है ये जो आंसर है वो सही में बाकी लोगों के लिए भी इंस्पिरेशन है, सही में इंस्पिरेशन है. You are now a runner, marathoner, ultra marathoner. Actually, I forgot to mention that in my introduction. और ये बीच में होने के बाद 2015 के बाद you have achieved that goal.
I did a lot of marathon, the injury, and
अच्छा.
I never appreciated that. You know, I always felt that, oh, I should beat myself up. I should have done better than what I did. Why couldn't I put in an effort? Why couldn't I push myself? But after that incident, I never look at myself like that. I've never ever said, why couldn't I? I was just happy with what I did. Value things the way they are and in the moment.
Thanks for sharing this with us, because it's an inspiration for all of us now. And thank God you are doing now fine.
God is kind.
Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Now our main topic, fitness and health. Now, what is the basic difference between fitness and health? And one more question with that, what's the basic difference between yogasana and the exercises which you do? These are two questions, maybe related, I don't know, but I combined them.
True, true. Let me answer the first one. As you said, the difference between health and fitness. Actually, you know, most of us have this myth that if you're fit, then you're healthy. And if you're healthy, means you're fit. But frankly, it's not the same thing. When you say that you're healthy, it means that you're doing, it's a habit, and you're doing things that are keeping you in a balanced frame of mind and body. You're eating right, sleeping well, right? And when you say, and you're even exercising regularly, you're physically, mentally, you're meditating. There are things like you meditate when each day, you exercise, you eat right, and also you make sure that you are spiritually connected into some power. So if you do all these things where you work on your physical, your social, emotional, mental well-being, that is what you say is a definition of being healthy. But when you talk about fitness, it means your exercises and your workouts. A very important part of it. It helps you to get to a state, whether it is mind and body. And with, let me say, a person is healthy is when he doesn't need to go to a doctor. When your body mass index is lower or it's at the average rate, when you don't have any BP problems, you know, there's no issue of diabetes. That's a healthy frame of mind. But what is the point in being healthy when you don't have any diseases? Okay, you're free of any, but you cannot climb the stairs of. You can't climb the stairs. The flight of stairs is difficult for you to climb. You climb a couple of stairs and you're panting. ऐसा भी होता है कि आप अपने रूम में बैठे हो और आप बेल, किसी ने बेल बजी तो आप उठते हो और वो 10 स्टेप्स भी नहीं होते और आप बोलते हो मैं थक गई. तो उस हेल्दी रहने का क्या फायदा जहाँ पे आपका कार्डियोवैस्कुलर सिस्टम स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है, जहाँ पे ब्रीदिंग आप ब्रेथलेस हो जाते हो. तो इसीलिए health and fitness go hand in hand. But as I said, it's not necessary that if you are healthy, that is, you're fit. If you're fit, you're healthy. There are two different to it. Now, when you talk about health, it could be that you talk about longevity. There is no issues. There's no issues like any ailment, as I said. Absolutely nothing. Then you're living life with your maximum level of energy and strength. That would be health. Okay. And when you say you're fit, it means that you are toned down. You have a good amount of energy, improved stamina, improved endurance. So that is a huge difference between and fitness, being healthy and fitness. Now, healthy can be a part, you can make healthy living a part of your life with by changing your habits, basically, by changing your habits. And fitness can be a part of your life by asking yourself. You simply, like, there are people who come back after a break. You know, they have been working out and then suddenly, due to children, whether it's a man or a woman, it's a general comment, whether you have got just delivered a child, you're a father, you're a mother, your child is going to school, so added responsibility, there is work pressure, you're handling the family, especially during COVID. So it so happens is at that time when you want to come back, because everyone is talking, अभी सब लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि अपनी इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाओ, ब्रीदिंग करो, मेडिटेशन करो, कार्डियो एक्सरसाइजेस करो. तो उसमें क्या होता है, सब लोग वर्कआउट्स ढूंढते हैं, ट्रेनर्स ढूंढते हैं. तो उसमें क्या होता है, ये सब करने से पहले आपको खुद को पूछना चाहिए, am I on the road of or am I on the road of being healthy, or am I on the path of being fit and healthy at the same time. तो वो अगर आपका आंसर आता है कि हाँ मुझे हेल्दी रहना है और फिट भी रहना है, तो फिर आपको सब ये जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं, फिजिकल के लिए वर्कआउट, मेंटल के लिए मेडिटेशन, राइट, देन यू हैव स्पिरिचुअल वे, emotional way, emotions where you have guarded your emotions, you are feeling low, depressed, what do you do at that time? Yeah. You get into meditation. So if you can handle your physical, emotional, social, and mental state of being, then you're fit as well as fit. The second question that you asked me was, what is the difference between yoga and the workouts that I do? There is no difference between, of course, yoga. What I do is I train clients in power yoga, where yoga is a form of exercise where you hold your asanas, you hold a position for a longer time. It's more of a lengthening of the body, stretching, and it works out your body. I introduce power yoga to my clients where there are repetitions. So doing the same, if I would do Surya Namaskar, I would do it in the same format, but the way I do it, the repetitions are faster, okay, and I change my positions quickly. So there is no ways I'm going to hold and let it be and then move into another position. It is going to be quick repetitions. So your cardiovascular endurance goes high. Your flex and you develop strength in your legs, in your upper body, your core. So my workout, I do strength training, I do body weight training. Strength training includes weight training. Then it has the high intensity interval training. There's Tabata, there is power yoga, there is Pilates. Of course, there is Zoom, and I've created this new program that is called Dance Size, where I incorporate dance and exercise together. You could be doing squats and lunges, but you will think you're dancing. And it's completely music-based. Yeah? So you can dance. It could be Bollywood music, slow Bollywood, retro English, pop music, whatever. You don't need a particular song. You can dance on it on any song. So it gives you the freedom of movement at any time. There's a simple freedom of movement. And dance is a fabulous way to, at weight loss, you're looking at staying. Dance is a beautiful way of movement.
What are the different components of fitness?
The different components of fitness will be, according to me, are very important. Endurance. First would be endurance. There's stamina. There's power, agility, and there's accuracy. So accuracy is the ability to control a movement in a given span of time, which or without, that is without weights or with weights. It could also mean, like I would give you an example, like endurance would mean where your body's physical capacity is to sustain your body muscle, the muscle that is there in the body to its full capacity.
Okay.
Now, stamina, on the other hand, means that it works on your mental and physical skills. It pushes you mentally to hold on to a particular exercise for a longer duration of time. So stamina works with and physical, endurance works with physical. Then as I said, it is the power of your muscles to work, to hold yourself. It is flexibility, the ability of your joints to tend to its fullest range and to improve the range. And along with that, there are things like agility, there is accuracy, there's balance. Balance is very important for centering your body. Sometimes when you stand, when you are standing, what happens is normally you go on to one side. Your weight is pushed onto, yes?
Yeah.
Why? Because at times you find it easier when your whole weight is pushed onto one side. And then you again come back. Very rarely will someone stand constantly on both its feet where the weight is divided equally. Then after some time, you again shift your body. So why is that? A simple thing. We think it is normal, but frankly, it is your gravity, the control of your gravity in your core. If it is sometimes weaker, we tend to go on one side. The stronger side, dominant side, takes control. And the weaker side is relaxed, right? So then we start shifting. So these are the various, what do you call it, fitness components that one needs to keep in.
You use certain words, Tabata, Pilate. In short, thoda sa explain kar sakte हैं, what is Tabata, what is Pilate?
So these are various forms of exercising. Tabata is basically when you do a workout. It's basically a part of HIIT. It's very similar to HIIT. But the only thing is it has benefits. It's like a short-term burst of energy. It's like when you hold it, it's like you do a circuit where you're working out for 20 seconds, 10 seconds off. So you do 10 circuits like this. So it's like circuit training where you time yourself that I can work out for 30 seconds and take a 10 seconds off, or I can take a 20 seconds off, basically. And that helps you. The benefits are it's because it gives you a burst of energy. It's your cardiovascular system endurance goes higher. You're constant heart rate to work hard. So you're pulling in a lot more oxygen inside you. So that's the work. Tabatas, your hits, and they are very good for weight loss.
अच्छा.
तो उससे बहुत फायदा होता है. अभी पिलाटिस जो है वो मैं कहती हूँ लेंथनिंग, स्ट्रेंथनिंग, लेंथनिंग योगा की तरह ही है, लेकिन योगा से कहते हैं अगर आपको आपका कोर स्ट्रॉन्ग करना हो तो पिलाटिस करें. Yes, of holding exercise, you're holding your core, you're holding it tight to strengthen.
Okay.
Which help you in weight loss, which helps you in holding your core tight and gaining strength.
किसी ने भी अगर एक्सरसाइज जो भी करने हैं वो और उसमें फिर वार्म अप का कितना चाहिए, एक्चुअल एक्सरसाइजेस कितने चाहिए, और आफ्टर दैट मैंने सुना है कि कूलिंग डाउन भी रहता है, यानी यू हैव टू कूल डाउन आल्सो. तो उसका प्रोपोर्शन क्या होता है नॉर्मली?
जनरली ऐसा होता है कि आप कोई भी एक्टिविटी करो, आपकी बॉडी को शॉक नहीं देना है. अभी आप इमेजिन, एक छोटा एग्जांपल लें, छोटे बच्चों का. जब बच्चे सोते हैं तो आप कैसे उठाते हो उसको? हिला के जोर से उठाते हो? get up now, ऐसे चिल्ला के, what are you doing?
बहुत प्यार से उठाते हैं, हाँ.
ऐसे ही आपको बॉडी को शॉक नहीं देना है, नो झटका. It has to be done very slowly. So to raise your heart rate, main thing, the reason to do is it to get your heart rate going. To warm the moment your heart rate goes up, you will see the blood flow that goes through, your body starts warming. You start feeling ready. You slowly start sweating. You're getting breathless. Yeah, so you begin your exercise, even if you're doing yoga, you're doing Pilates, any workout, you're walking. Before you walk, don't just start. You can start with your walk slowly, but before that, I would recommend at least a 10 to 15 minutes warm up. Now, warm up can be, you can do a simple, easy squat. You don't need to do something heavy. The youngsters who can do must do a lot of these jumping jacks, skipping. These are wonderful warm-up exercises. But the senior you go, as you start aging, for all the senior citizens, if you can do skipping, please go ahead. That's wonderful. Hats off to you. But for some reason, if you have knee injuries or anyone has knee injuries, back injuries, and are restricted in doing dynamic stretches or warm-ups, then please go to something like your rotations of your arms. If you're doing something where yoga, you're going to be using your whole body. So start with the basic warming up that you do is rotating your neck, rotate your arms, your shoulders, get your hands to go, move freely, do hip rotation. Bend your knees and rotate your knees. And these are all basic exercises, warm-ups that we did as a child, which we seen our grandparents do, parents do. There's a reason you do it. Like if you can do Hindu squats where you go down directly, nothing like it. But whatever you do, make sure that your focus is right there, because if you're looking, mind is somewhere else, then in the warm-up itself, you might start getting, you might strain your leg, ankle, you never know. So begin with a good warm-up, a 10-15 minute warm-up, and then start your walk, then start whatever you have to do. Go ahead with your routine. After you finish that, if you have, say, 30 minutes in your hand, don't compromise. No, I have to walk for 30 minutes and I'm going to do no warm-up, I'm going to go. Maybe that session, you're lucky. Maybe that workout that doesn't bother you. But if you keep doing this to your body, one fine day, you will realize that you cannot work out anymore because you're injured. Right? As I said, the body is like a machine. If you oil the machine on time, okay, you run the machine. If you just oil the machine and leave it, it doesn't help. Yeah, the machine dies off. If your car is, you've petrol to your car, there's fuel, but it's stagnant in one place. You don't start your car, what happens to the battery? It dies. Eventually, that will happen in your case as well, where you will get some form of injury, there'll be some restriction, you might be able to work out, लेकिन वो 100% नहीं होगा. कोई body part दुख रहा है, कोई निगल हो रहा है, तो वो तकलीफ हो सकती है. इसीलिए आपको डिसाइड करना है 30 मिनट्स आपको वॉक करना है, तो आपको 10 मिनट उसमें से निकालना ही पड़ेगा.
ओके, हाँ.
Even if you, that is especially for beginners, I'm talking about this. If you have 30 minutes in hand, for beginners, you have to make sure that you warm up for 10 minutes. And then you have 20 minutes in hand, you can do a 10 minutes walk. You can do a 10 minutes brisk walk. If you're new, just walk for 10 minutes and then do a 10 minutes. Now, if you follow this, I'm sure most of you all are saying, what nonsense, how can we just walk for 10 minutes and come back home? But remember, if you're a beginner, that is good enough. It's your first day, second day, first week. Stick to this routine. Ask yourself, आपको ये सिर्फ 1 महीना करना है ठीक से without injury, तो ये मेथड फॉलो करना. आपको इंजरी और इश्यूज चाहिए तो आप जो वैसा कर रहे हो कर सकते हो, लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से मैं अपने क्लाइंट्स को एटलीस्ट 10-15 मिनट्स वार्म अप देती हूँ. उसके बाद मेरा सेशन चालू होता है, फिर एक 10 मिनट का कूल डाउन रहता है. मैं उनको जाने, बिकॉज दिस हेल्प्स फॉर यू टू कम बैक अगेन. कल आपको वापस आना है, राइट?
Yeah, correct.
the alternate day, whatever. So you need to come back feeling that, okay, I have recovered. So that is why it's important. Warm up, very important. Exercise, good. Cool down, very important.
Thank you. Muscle strengthening is only for men. Is it true or a misconception?
Definitely, it's a myth, completely a myth that weight training, weight सिर्फ men करना चाहिए, men को करना चाहिए, women को नहीं करना चाहिए. एक जमाना था जहाँ पे women को बोला कर दिया करता था कि आप walk करो, आप running करो, और ये पहले वो पिंक डंबल्स आते थे 1 kg 0.5 के वेट्स के पिंक डंबल्स. तो वही एक था जो women could do. But slowly things have evolved. Women have realized that they lose more muscle strength. जैसे men lose their muscle strength at a later stage, and they still have the strength to do things when they're the same age as women. But women, because of menopause, because of childbirth, what happens is women start losing that strength. So your muscle mass drops after a certain age. So if you're 40 plus, I would recommend weight training for all. Now, weight training doesn't mean heavy weights and start. When do you build those muscles, and when there is a possibility of a steroid or there is some substance that builds those muscles, gets them into your system, somewhere where you do not have water, do not eat, and you're only having certain diets where they do not allow for any water intake. If you stop water completely, you will realize you start developing those bulky. But that is not what your aim is, right? That's not what my aim is. So I don't worry about gaining muscles and gaining a bulky structure. You need to understand a very simple thing. You want to build your muscles. You want to strengthen your muscles. बहुत important है कि आप weight training करो. अगर weight training नहीं हो रहा है, doubts आ रहे हैं कि नहीं मुझे weights नहीं करना है, maybe issues है. There are some physical elements due to which you're unable to do this a week. You cannot hold weights. Your knee issues are there. Your lower back issues are there. Then don't use weights. Then utilize things that are in your house. जो भी आप कर सकते हो, आप वो use करो. Bottles of water, milk bottles, दूध के bottles, water bottles, juice cartons. में ये रहता है जैसे 1 किलो गेहूं आ गया घर में, तो 1 किलो चावल, 5 किलो चावल उठाओ. अपने हेल्प को मत बोलना, सर्वेंट को मत बोलना करने के लिए, खुद करो. So that will help. If you do these small things, they will definitely help you to gain the strength. And also बोलते हैं ना जैसे women are growing older, the bone density reduces. Then even the balance, male or female, the balance in the body goes. Your flexibility reduces. Arthritis comes in. Cervical spondylitis comes in. Osteoporosis in women comes in. So all these things are taken care if you work out right. But before you do anything, please check with your general practitioner. Check with your doctors. Check with your gynac, whoever you consult. Please go and consult before you start anything.
Okay. Now, those who cannot go for gym for any reason, what would you suggest for them that they can do at home? Just simple techniques to stay fit. There are many who can't go to gym or can't go out also due to age or any reasons. For any reasons, simple techniques to stay fit.
ये आप हैवरसैक लेके उसमें बुक्स डाल के घर में घूम सकते हो. वो भी वेट है. वो भी वेट है.
हाँ.
बैक पे.
That's a good one. हाँ. जैसे स्कूल बैग रहती है बच्चों की, उसमें बुक्स डाल के खुद भी चलना चाहिए मम्मी ने वेट उठा के.
राइट. मम्मी डैडी, तो दादी दादा नानी नाना सबको लेके सब पेन
अच्छा,
करके पहन सकते हो, उनको भी बोल सकते हो, क्योंकि फाइनली दादा दादी को भी स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए, राइट?
राइट,
जैसे
राइट, राइट।
आपके एज के हिसाब से आप वेट ले लो, आप जो ले रहे हो ना, उनको थोड़ा लेस दे दो वेट, लेकिन
कम विथ, हाँ।
कम वेट भी, लेकिन उनको भी इन्वॉल्व करो, उनको भी घर में आप वॉक कर सकते हो अगर आप नीचे नहीं जा सकते, फॉर सम रीजन आपके पास बिल्डिंग में स्पेस नहीं है, आपको नीचे जाना नहीं अलाउड है। मैं बच्चों के लिए कह रही हूँ जो घर में बंद है, उनको नीचे पेरेंट्स नहीं भेजते हैं, सीनियर सिटीजन बाहर नहीं जाते हैं, वो घर के अंदर ही चल सकते हैं। वो एक तरीका है करने के लिए जो आप, और एक मैं एक आपको यहाँ पे एक छोटी टिप देने वाली हूँ, उसको कहते हैं इन्फिनिटी वॉक। इन्फिनिटी का साइन आपको पता है, स्लीपिंग एज, राइट?
हाँ,
तो आप स्लीपिंग एज के साइन से चल सकते हैं। तो
अच्छा,
यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द सेंटर ऑफ द इन्फिनिटी एज, बीच में खड़े होके आप अपने लेफ्ट में जाके वापस सेंटर में आके दूसरा सर्कल बना। तो आप सेंटर में खड़े रहो, एक सर्कल बनाओ, यानी आप चल के सर्कल बनाना, वापस उस पे आना, फिर राइट हैंड साइड पे सर्कल बनाना, वापस उस साइड पे आना। तो वैसे अगर आप इन्फिनिटी के साइड पे चलोगे तो आपको नॉर्मली वॉक भी होगा, और आपकी बैलेंसिंग सेंटरिंग जो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है बॉडी के लिए, कोई भी
हाँ।
एज, 4-year-old child, 3-year-old child to 80, 90. I have trained a client who is 80 years old जो infinity walk करते हैं।
हाँ, हाँ।
दोनों 80, 81 है, और वो ये infinity walk करते हैं, और उनको mental clarity मिल गई है, mental peace of
ओह,
mind, mental clarity। जो भी उनके problems थे, उनको decision making में problem था, मुझे लड़के को will के बारे में था, will बनाना है, डिसीजन नहीं ले सकते थे कि लड़के को कितना देना है। फाइनली वो 1 महीने के बाद उन्होंने मेरे साथ शेयर किया ट्रेनिंग के वक्त, दैट आई नीड योर हेल्प, कैन यू गाइड मी? सो आई सेड आई कैन गाइड यू इन whom to give what, लेकिन आई कैन गाइड यू इन यू गेट क्लैरिटी।
या करेक्ट।
और देखने लगे कि यार ये मैंने हेल्प मांगी और ये क्या मुझे दे रही है, इन्फिनिटी साइन में चलना। फिर उन्होंने प्रैक्टिस किया, 1 हफ्ते के बाद फीडबैक दिया कि they are feeling calmer, their movement in their feet have improved, जो blood clots होते थे, legs hurt होते थे, the feet would hurt, ankle hurt होना, heel hurt होना, वो धीरे धीरे कम होने लगा, क्योंकि
For
blood
how long you should do that? Duration?
see, the duration is up to you, it's absolute,
अच्छा,
there is no say perfect that this is perfect, that is perfect. You can walk for 10 minutes, walk in that duration, infinity. You can walk for 40 minutes. If you're for
it's our body call.
it's all on your body. Yes, it's all on your body.
Yeah.
Yes. As long as you can do it often, nothing like that will help.
Okay, nice tip, nice tip. Thank you. Now the second topic जो हमारा है, ये हेल्थ के बारे में कुछ थोड़ा बताओ अभी।
Okay. हेल्थ हेल्दी रहने का मतलब है आप चारों एलिमेंट्स उसमें डाल के, फिजिकल वेलबींग, emotional well-being, mental well-being, and social well-being.
Okay.
Now, emotional well-being is how you react to situation. Generally, कोई situation आता है, हम लोग react करते हैं, हम लोग respond, हम बिना सोचे react करते हैं, क्योंकि टोन ऑफ वॉइस गलत था, वो टोन ऑफ वॉइस उस आदमी का, मे बी स्पाउसेस के बीच में, फॉर एग्जाम्पल। तो इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट दैट इंस्टेड ऑफ रिएक्टिंग, अगर आप रिस्पॉन्ड करो, रिस्पॉन्ड कैसे करते हैं? सोचते हो, पहले सुनते हो, पहले आप जो आपसे बात कर रहा है उसका सुनते हो, उसका हिम और हर, एंड देन यू प्रोसेस दैट, You think. Whether it is a fraction of a second, it's a minute, it's up to you. And then you speak. That is a response. But what is a reaction? If you don't think, you don't process, and you just start talking. And what is that talking? You're angry, you're upset, you're frustrated. It all comes out to why did I marry you? Why am I in this state? So it is always nice that if you meditate, I'm not saying go when you're having issues or problems, go and meditate. I didn't mean that. What I'm saying is meditate each day. Start your day with a nice meditation. And meditation doesn't mean that you have to sit for half an hour, sit in one position, shut your eyes, and just sit in one position and say, I want to meditate, I want to meditate. It can be 5 minutes, just shut your eyes, be with yourself, see what you're feeling. That calmness that you feel will take you all through the day. And that will help you to respond instead of react. So that holds your emotional. Physical is fitness, your exercising, your workouts. Emotional is that. Now, mental is when you are, what happens is when you work out, when you do the physical activity, as I said, stamina plays a big role in your workout. It helps your mind and body to stimulate. So once the mind is stimulated, you will realize your thought process changes. Right? Your thought process gets clarity. Your mind starts connecting. The left and right brain starts connecting. तो उससे क्या होता है? You have happy thoughts. Then you're not, I wasn't invited to a friend's party. I wasn't called for this event. Oh, I'm all alone. I'm feeling depressed. Nobody wants me. जो ऐसे thoughts आते हैं, वो thoughts नहीं आएंगे because you are stimulating your mind. I would say कोई hobby pick up करो. कोई hobby जिसमें आप you're really interested, gardening हो, cooking हो, writing हो, blogging हो, कुछ भी singing हो, dancing हो. As I said, dance is a beautiful form of movement. अगर आपको वो अच्छा लगे, आप वो कर लो. Stitching, knitting, whatever you feel, teaching. Start doing that. Do social service. It's very important. ऐसे टाइम पे आप किसी को हेल्प करो. अगर आप फाइनेंशियल हेल्प नहीं दे सकते हो, आपका टाइम दे सकते हो, वो बड़ी बात है. Because money is not everything. You give time. Call up people who you think need your help. Senior citizen, call out to them and ask them, do you need any help? And see the mental satisfaction you feel. So these are ways to keep healthy. And also food. It's important. Like I have clients who tell me that, oh, Rupali, I had a fabulous workout with you. And because of that, on Friday, this happens. That Friday, when they work out with me, Saturday, they go crazy and they start eating anything. Either they stop eating fat, good fat, they eat more of carbs, and they stop eating protein. And then on Monday, they tell me that, I worked out so hard on Friday with you that I have managed to eat. I could eat something. On Saturday, I ate a lot of pizzas. I ate half a pizza. And that's when I wonder, how is exercise going to help you when you're not eating right? Right? So it's a myth when you say that only if I exercise. If you have a trainer or you're following a program, it's not something that the trainer has misguided you because of which you're. It's because what are you eating? Are you eating healthy? Are you eating right? If you are, then you have to get results. So if you only work out and the nutrition is not in place, then you can't see results at all. Correct. So that is where you eat well. And also hydration. Stay hydrated. Have a lot of water, chas, as I said, nimbu pani, juices, fresh juices. Eat a lot of fruits. And along with that, sleep. Sleep is when you say, I want to lead a healthy life, or when you say I'm a healthy person, it doesn't only mean working out, meditating, and being happy all the time. It means that I sleep on time. I need to sleep on time, right? I need to get enough sleep. I know ये बहुत difficult है क्योंकि अभी एक स्केड्यूल नहीं, कभी भी कुछ भी हो रहा है। हम स्टिल अभी लॉकडाउन में हैं, तो क्या होता है, आज थोड़ा नेटफ्लिक्स देख लिया, ये सीजन अच्छा है तो मैं
Binge watching.
yes, and then yes, good point, Ulka tai, where you're watching Netflix and suddenly this has happened with me where I'm watching Netflix and in the night I'm like, I'm hungry. What do I do? I need to, and it's a stupid thought that if I'm watching something, I need to have popcorn. थिएटर में जाओ, पॉपकॉर्न खाते हैं, टीवी पे नेटफ्लिक्स देखो तो पॉपकॉर्न खाओ. तो it's like you tend to attach pleasures. You see pleasure through
Nice. Yeah, correct.
spotting. You're not feeling sleepy. Your mind is distracted with Netflix, and now your stomach is rumbling, telling you hungry, I'm hungry. So you start getting ice cream, crisp wafers, popcorns. So all these things make a difference. So then if you want a healthy life, then you have to sleep on time, you have to have a routine, have a schedule, make it a habit, and you will of course find.
और तभी जब तुम बता रही थी ना फूड के बारे में, पिज्जा खाते हैं वर्कआउट के बाद वगैरह, तो मुझे मेरा एक्सपीरियंस मैं 1 मिनट में शेयर करती हूँ कि यूजुअली मैं जब भी एक्सरसाइज करती हूँ मेरा एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट होता है. मुझे थोड़ा सा भी खाते वक्त फिर गिल्टी लगता है, मीन्स मैंने इतना सारा किया, मेरा पूरा वेस्ट हो जाएगा ना अगर इफ आई स्टार्ट ईटिंग कुछ भी अनहेल्दी. तो मुझे कभी कभी लगता है कि actually health and fitness go hand in hand. Means if you try to keep yourself fit, you try to keep eat healthy, तुम्हारी लाइफस्टाइल अपने आप हेल्दी की तरफ जाती है. यानी फिट जैसे ही आप कुछ करते हो तो आपको ऑटोमेटिकली योर थॉट गोज दैट वे कि नहीं मुझे हेल्दी खाना है अभी, क्योंकि मैंने इतना सारा किया है, मैं ये अनहेल्दी खाऊंगी तो मेरा पूरा गया, यानी कुछ उसका फायदा नहीं होगा. तो वो भी एक थॉट है. यानी ऐसे भी लोग रहते हैं, तो मेरे जैसे भी कुछ लोग रहते हैं, लेकिन उसके लिए वर्कआउट करना बेसिकली जरूरी है, वो बात अलग है. Okay, I missed one question that does age matter in exercise? How should we change miss exercise accordingly? एज के साथ साथ कैसे कुछ चेंज करना है, जैसे शुरू में कुछ है, और व्हाट इज द प्रॉपर एज टू स्टार्ट? जैसे बच्चे बड़े होते हैं तो कुछ किस एज के बाद स्टार्ट करना है उनको? जैसे अभी जिनके बच्चे सपोज स्कूल गोइंग है, तो एक जो तुम्हारे जैसे जो भी एक्सरसाइज है, क्योंकि आजकल क्या होता है सोसाइटीज में जिम्स रहते हैं, ये है, तो बच्चों ने कब वो जिम में जाना स्टार्ट करना है?
It's not just a number, it plays a role in.
हाँ हाँ
It is very important, in fact. What is
हाँ.
important is for you to realize that, you know what, that as you age, your muscle strength decreases, your bone density decreases, your flexibility decreases, your compositions in the body shift. It's not the same as you, what you are at 40 is not what you were at even 35, right? And it so happens is that exercising keeps your momentum, your body with strength. It keeps your body going with muscle mass. Your heart, like heart attack. You know, when you get a heart attack, you then start taking life seriously and start walking to recover from the attack. Then you start walking and taking life seriously. But before that, if you did some physical activity, you wouldn't be in a position where you're in attack. So parents who are as old as 70, 75 will say, no, I can't. Or a 60-year-old mother will tell her daughter, I can't because my knees will hurt. My lower back will start hurting. Now, it is that you have to find a difference. Is your really back hurting? Back hurt चालू हो गया है? Knees pain होने चालू हो गए हैं? And genuinely I mean, is it आपके बैठने के वजह से एक जगह पे आप बैठते हो बहुत लंबे टाइम से, मूवमेंट नहीं होती है, तो डेफिनेटली बैक जो है वो अटक जाती है. तो आप जब एक घंटा 2 घंटे बैठते हो या आधे घंटे बैठते हो, तो आपका बैक इश्यूज डेफिनेटली होगा. ओके, उठते वक्त जॉइंट्स टाइट हो जाएंगे, तो वो नेचुरल है. लेकिन अगर आप ये सोचते हो कि ये आपके अगर मैं एक्सरसाइज करूं तो ये और खराब हो जाएगा और तकलीफ होगी, तो ये गलत बात है. अनलेस आपके डॉक्टर ने आपको बोला है कि आपको एक्सरसाइज, आपको ये देखना है कि आपके ब्लड टेस्ट आपको करना है, जो टेस्ट जरूरी है. एज के हिसाब से पहले वो करो, फिर डॉक्टर नहीं आपको ये करना, ये नहीं कर सकते, आप स्किपिंग नहीं कर सकते हो, लेकिन योगा कर सकते हो, पिलाटिस कर सकते हो। कुछ डॉक्टर्स कहेंगे ट्रेनिंग करो, आपके शोल्डर अच्छा है, वीक है शोल्डर्स, तो थोड़ा तो आपको फिजियो ट्रीटमेंट में डालेंगे, फिजियोथेरेपी। तो ये बहुत जरूरी है कि आप अपनी पहले फिजिकल हिस्ट्री, मेडिकल हिस्ट्री, yes, get that in place and then decide as to what you need. Now, first and foremost, you asked me about children. अगर आप बच्चों के लिए एक्सरसाइज प्रोग्राम देख रहे हो, तो वो वेट्स के बगैर चालू करना है। आपको वेट ट्रेनिंग कोई वेट्स नहीं देना है। बच्चों का ट्रेनिंग आफ्टर 17 के उसके अवॉइड। आप एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हो, यू कैन हैंग कोई बार जो बच्चों को, इट्स वेरी गुड, हाइट ग्रोथ हो सकता है, ओके, लेंथनिंग is very nice when you hang, your core also, shoulders get strengthened, so this is excellent for children where they use their own body weight, they can do a lot of base exercises. Children, it can start for many kids at the age of 1 year also are jumping around. A 1-year-old baby is jumping around. You don't have to create a program for the child and say, okay, now jump. But as you start growing, it is also the parents feel, no, don't jump, you will fall and get hurt. So we have to change our mindset that, when they jump, that is what they require for growth. Let them jump freely. You don't need any equipment for your child. If they are 4-5 years old, just let them be free. जितना free hand exercise करेंगे, वो करेंगे, jumping jacks करेंगे, skipping करेंगे, उतना उनके exercise या lunches उनके growth के लिए। Simple thing is book, एक थोड़ी books जो है and let them. So you're creating a core strengthening, you're doing posture correction. If you want your children to have good posture, keep some weight on their head, of course, books. And let them walk. That focuses, it helps them in concentration, them with their focus, which will help them in their studies.
वो स्कूल में स्पोर्ट्स रहते थे ना, स्पून लेके उसके ऊपर नींबू ले चलना है, दैट इज आल्सो ग्रेट फॉर कंसंट्रेशन, है ना? जैसे ही तुम बता रही थी मुझे वही याद आ रहा था।
When the kid does all these, the children play these games on this at the sports day. When you're doing this, look at the level of energy, enthusiasm, fun they are having. They don't look at it as looking at it as fun, a fun activity where, I'm going to win. See, competitive spirit comes there. I'm going to win. I want to come first. So do the same thing when you are thinking healthy life, want to make changes, create fun in that. Have fun in your workouts.
That is true.
And also another thing is with age, as you said, we have to change our workout with age. Very important. As I said, at the age of 20, you can't do at the age of 40, you can't do at the age of 30. So make some variations. Change with every decade creates some huge changes in the body and mind. So go along with it. Listen to your body.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah. So what should be my fitness regime? Means to start with, and what should I include in that? So many patterns are there, but what should be the variations?
Good question. If you have started, you're starting. Example, you want to start soon with your fitness journey. Again, I'm repeating it. Check with your physician, check with your gynec. If it's a girl, lady, then you need to check with your doctor. So with the men, they have to get their tests done. Children, of course, don't need all this. They are eligible to just start at any moment. But as adults, you need to get your medical history in place. After you do that, because sometimes there would be some indications that will help you even in your workout. Not that every time you'll have some issues with your test. There could be some indications to show that your cardio can be pushed. You can be pushed in your cardio because your tests are showing so. So there will be something that will help you in your improvement or your start with your workout. After you begin, you need to make a plan. Very important. You start to make a plan, start to optimize your time, that you have say half an hour. So in half an hour's time, what do I need to do? मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ हाफ एन आवर टाइम में, और मेरी रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, मेरी वेट लॉस है या वेट गेन है या स्ट्रेंथनिंग है, इसके हिसाब से आपको अपना वर्कआउट प्लान करना है. अगर आप फर्स्ट टाइम हो तो मैं डेफिनेटली रेकमेंड करूंगी एक फिटनेस कोच की रेकमेंड करूंगी, कोई अडल्ट सुपरविजन. अगर आपके बच्चे हैं who want to start fitness, have a guide, have a coach, have a mentor with them. The same way, even as an adult, if it's your first time in fitness, I would say don't try things on your own. एक वीडियो लेके YouTube पे देखा, मैंने किया. See, फॉर्म करेक्शन बहुत जरूरी है. तो कोई एक होना चाहिए जो आपके फॉर्म को देख रहा है, कहाँ पे आप हंच कर रहे हो, कहाँ पे आपके नीज आपके एंकल के बाहर जा रहे हैं स्क्वाट करते वक्त. तो बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आप जब पहली बार एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हो, प्लीज टेक अ कोच, फिटनेस मेंटोर, एंड गो अलोंग विद दैट पर्सन. Once you do that, you have to set a goal. You need to have a goal why you're doing certain things. After that, have a specific time कि मैं हफ्ते में, और जरूरी नहीं कि रोज आपको करना है. बिगिनर हो, you're starting out, so thrice a week is good enough. क्योंकि आप रोज करोगे, you will get fed up and say this is not me. So you don't want to say fed up, I'm fed up. You want to continue in the long run. I'm looking at long run. I'm not looking at 1 month and 3 months. Now this is exactly what I tell my clients. Look at it in the long run. Then how do you want to stay? You want to live life with healthy and fitness as a goal per se, or for the whole life, or you just want a temporary goal where you say, yes, I just want to lose weight and I'm done. If that is the case, then I will help you push your workouts. I'll push you to an extent where you will gain results of weight loss soon. But generally, that is not should work. You should not do things with a limited period. Look at it in the long run. Like make it that's what I'm trying to make it. Sleep well, as I said, eat right. So that is important for your beginner. Now cool down. We spoke about warm up. Now cool down is very important. When you are a beginner, even whatever level you are, it could be intermediate, advanced, super athlete, an ultra runner. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You have to, it's the same thing. You have to cool down. Because the body is the same, right? The body is a machine. It needs to be relaxed. Your muscles need to relax because you need to feel light in the muscles. They need to be stretched because otherwise you will start cramping. You will start getting an injury, and then it is difficult for your muscles to recoup for the next workout. So it's important to cool down.
ये जो एक्सरसाइज करते वक्त पेट खाली रहना चाहिए बोलते हैं, फिर उसके बाद भी नहीं खाना है, तो व्हाट इज द एक्चुअल ये कि टाइम ड्यूरेशन बिफोर एंड आफ्टर फूड इंटेक का मैं पूछ रही हूँ. जैसे कितने घंटे पहले नहीं खाना है, कितने घंटे पहले अपना स्टमक एम्प्टी रखना है, और उसके बाद कितने घंटे बाद. मुझे तो खाने का ही सूझता है, देखो तो important question for me.
And your question everyone, because it's a very genuine important question. आपको जब आप चालू डिसाइड करते हो कि मुझे आज 7 बजे शाम को एक्सरसाइज करना है, तो 6 बजे के पहले, before 6 p.m. have something, because you've had your lunch, then you have had your tea at 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, you had your, at that time, have whatever snacks you have nuts, you have poha, you have, at that time you can have some, I would say, thoda chivda, thoda sa. Okay. Time when you feed yourself, little bit. Makhana, chana, all that. You can start having that. And if you still feel hungry, then I would say before 6, have a banana. Have a banana. Have a few dates, 2 dates. That will keep you going. But do not have anything after that. Okay. Now, if you are going for a light walk, and no, but I'm just walking, I'm strolling, and you will start eating at 6, and 6:30 you finish, and 6:45 you've gone for a walk. that you will start feeling uneasy.
Hmm.
So adjust your time 1 hour before, don't and carry
Okay.
your, because what happens is sometimes the blood sugar level fluctuates. So water will keep, okay, will make you feel good.
Even
It will give.
during exercises also we should have water.
Yes, I do recommend water. In, my clients, even when I train the Pinkathon group, I train Girgaon Pinkathon, you will see me, you see my videos, I will constantly say, hydrate yourself, hydration break. I give them a hydration break because it's very important. If you want to come back and exercise with the same energy, you need to do that. You need to hydrate your muscles. Yes.
But little water, not much.
Just have
Thoda thoda.
yes, thoda. You can't
A sip.
have loads of water, you might throw up because it depends on what you're doing. In any exercise, you're using your core. You want your core to be heavy. So you are jumping constantly. Okay, you're feeling pukish when you're jumping. So just a sip of, just wet your mouth. That's that.
Okay. And the last one, the breathing pattern. What should be the breathing pattern? Means when exercising, we should hold the breath, or it should be the normal breathing pattern.
Never hold. That's a very good question. Never hold your breath when you exercise. You will get into a bad set of cramps. You will have a stitch in your stomach or any body part. You will even get into injuries because your muscles have to breathe. And that happens when you let the oxygen come in and out of your body. The oxygen is trapped inside, and then you create inside, which is not a good thing. Start your exercise, you inhale.
Acha, okay.
Okay, so if you, for example, if you are doing a squat, you start inhale and then exhale going down. And, okay, it is important that you don't hold your breath when you're going down. Exhale and come up. So that do your inhalation, exhalation is normal, no doubt.
Okay.
In your breath.
Okay.
And any movements and weights is where you exhale. Like if I'm doing a shoulder press, I exhale when I take it up. Okay, inhale, exhale. Inhale and I exhale. So that is the rhythm goes.
जो squats नहीं कर पाते, knees problem है, तो उनके लिए चेयर पे भी उठो बैठो तो भी इजी है, वो भी चल सकता है. इतना इजी एक्सरसाइज तुमने बताया था. सो आई जस्ट लाइक दैट थॉट कि सही में, क्योंकि कभी कभी नी इंजुरी, अभी जैसे जैसे एज बढ़ रहा है तो पता चलता है कि yes we can't sit and do that squats. आजकल ऐसे जमीन पर बैठना ही जैसे हम लोग भूल गए, सब कुछ जो भी है हमारा ये लेवल पर ही होता है. सो मुझे याद है मैं एक ऑर्थोपेडिक के पास गई थी, उन्होंने मुझे कहा था कि 40 के बाद आप जमीन पे नहीं बैठना, ऐसे उन्होंने मुझे कहा था. और मेरी सासू माँ को मैं देख रही थी, वो एट द एज ऑफ 80 ऑल्सो शी वॉज सिटिंग. तो मुझे लगता है जितना हम लोग बॉडी को फ्यूअल करेंगे वो ऐसे उस हिसाब से ट्रेन होती है ना.
सर आपके बॉडी को कंडीशन कर रहे हो कि आप नीचे बैठ रहे हो, होल्ड योर लेग्स एंड सिट instead of sitting up in a chair. So वैसे the body has got that. Your hips are getting stronger, your lower back is getting stronger. So it definitely makes a difference. हमारी generation I think would be the last generation जहाँ पे हम लोग नीचे बैठ सकते for at least some time we can sit. But generation है
नहीं देखा है सही में.
They will start fidgeting, open their legs, sit with their legs wide, and after tell them, fold your legs and sit, fold your legs and sit. So it's like difficult for them to sit down for a long time. And that is because they are so conditioned sitting on. In school, they don't sit down, right? They're only sitting on a desk and a chair. Then you go for a desk and a chair. You come back home, dining table, you have your dinner. Then you go back on your bed. So where is the space for sitting down? So we have to parents find space. Find the space.
Seriously.
Put your children down. Because when they crawl as a baby, they don't crawl on the bed. They're crawling down, right? So why have we stopped that? Of course, they don't crawl as when they are old, but let them sit down and make sure that they live a healthy life. Very important.
दिन में 5-10 मिनट तो एटलीस्ट जमीन पे बैठना चाहिए. तो उस हिसाब से हम लोग नीचे बैठते हैं, फिर उठते हैं.
The person goes up and down. But that is like utha pash.
हाँ. And the last, एकदम last अभी stretching. Stretching is how much important?
As important as your workout.
अच्छा, यानी उसे हर रोज थोड़ा तो करना ही है हम लोगों ने stretching.
Then you cool down, you stretch your body. You are relaxing your muscles. Okay. You're opening up your body. It's like a sign, as you put your baby, don't hit the baby. As go to sleep, go to sleep. You start a lullaby. You rock your baby. The same way, that's what you're doing in a cool down. Cool down, that's exactly what you're doing. Like, treat yourself like a baby. Go extend your muscles, expand your spine, open up your body. Very important.
In warm up we can do that stretching exercises.
Warm up, you need movements.
Okay.
Cool down is your stretch, basically.
Okay. अच्छा, okay.
No, in a rush.
बीच में सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है तो confusion हो रहा है, इसलिए again confirm किया.
And cool down is slow exercise. I mean slow stretches. Slow.
Okay. So I think we have covered everything. At least जो मैंने निकाला था वो सब कुछ हो गया है cover. And thank you रूपा, टाइम निकाला, इतना हम लोगों को गाइड किया. जब खत्म हो गया, थोड़ा लाइटर नोट पे बताती हूँ कि रूपा को मैं बचपन से जानती हूँ. बचपन यानी सिंस हर बर्थ, बिकॉज शी इज यंगर टू मी, 5 years यंगर. एक्चुअली देखो 5 साल का डिफरेंस है, लेकिन दिखने में कितना दिख लग रहा है ना. That's just because of her fitness. Okay, then मैं क्या बता रही थी कि तभी से जानते थे, लेकिन बीच में एक पीरियड ऐसा आया कि मैंने उसे बिल्कुल, हमारा कांटेक्ट नहीं था, फोन नहीं थे, और अचानक से जब फेसबुक पे मिले तब मैंने देखा कि रूपा दौड़ रही है, रूपा दिस मैराथन दैट मैराथन. लेकिन इसकी शुरुआत, ये जो भी जर्नी है उसका, या जो भी उसके पीछे का राज है, वो मुझे आज सबकी वजह से, आज मुझे भी तो खुद आज पता चला है. So thank you for giving us this time, your valuable time. Thank you very much from all of us.
That made me feel so comfortable, very comfortable, and I'm sorry if I extended the time, but it was so comfortable that I went talking.